How's it going, everyone? It's your boy M. Today we're going to be taking a look at MSI's GK50 keyboard right here. Low profile, mechanical, plenty of RGB lighting. We'll check it out, see what it's all about. So yeah, let's jump into the unboxing. We already did a video about that mouse over there, pressing the card on screen right now to go watch that one. But we're checking out the keyboard today to complete the collection here, the mouse and keyboard combo from MSI. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So we got the manual, we got a keycap puller, some extra keycaps, that being Alt and Control. But ooh, this keyboard actually looks pretty slick, dude. You know what? This actually don't look too bad. It's pretty lightweight. I think it weighs around 700 grams, so that's pretty cool. But it does have an aluminium, like brushed metal top plate with a little bit of plastic here and there that's finished in matte black. But I think we should plug this guy in, take a look at the RGB lighting, as I do have the MSI software. Ooh. Very low travel is what I'm noticing, like super low travel distance. After all though, this is a low profile mechanical keyboard. I'm just sitting here like mashing the buttons. I like the way this keyboard feels and sounds. That's what I can say so far. Right, I'm gonna plug this thing in. Oh boy, how am I gonna do this? I gotta uncable manage this keyboard now. Rip. Cable management now, a little bit better. This keyboard's pulling off some insane lighting effects right now. This is like maximum RGB right here. It's just flashing away. It's changing colors like multiple times a second. And it has like lighting effects layered on top of different lighting effects. At the moment, it appears to be some kind of like RGB wheel that's just going absolutely insane right here. But if you start pressing keys, that kind of adds like a white ripple effect that overlays on top of this, and it's actually like pretty smooth. Very good transitions. I don't know how this actually looks on my camera, but this looks insane. So normal RGB, and then whenever you start pressing buttons, it starts to like flash white. What I want to do before we cover any of the software bits about the keyboard is hop into CounterStrike, of course, right? Let's try get some sick kills with this mouse again, and with now an MSI keyboard. Very low travel distance. In theory, this should be like a pretty decent keyboard for gaming, for CounterStrike especially. Man's just staring down at the floor here. Ooh! See, last time I played with this MSI mouse, I actually did really well in CS. Surprisingly enough, within just like 1 or 2 games of being with the mouse, like I got used to it pretty quickly. Okay, let's bring the AWP out, eh? Used to get some good flicks on people. First place again. Oh, we did way better, dude. 52 to 24. God damn, we're unstoppable. Most headshot kills. All them one taps with the AK. Let's go, dude! We're just hitting no scopes on everyone. What is this man doing? That man's looking at chickens. Okay, at least we came third. 43 to 32, we pretty much played nothing but the AWP. Hope you enjoyed watching the little CounterStrike montage there. As for how you control the lighting effects on the keyboard, set custom macros up, reprogram keys, all that good stuff, all of this is done via MSI's Dragon Center software. There are so many different lighting effects to choose from here. We got overlap, which is the one that I showed off at the start of the video, where, you know, if you press a button, that's gonna add like a white overlay effect over everything else that's going on. It's madness out here. This keyboard has a crazy amount of RGB. This keyboard has so much RGB, in fact, that even the indicator lights for scroll lock, caps lock, and num lock have RGB. This is something I've never really seen in any other keyboard that I've tested to this date. This is the first. So pretty cool stuff here. MSI making sure that every LED on here is RGB, which is good. This is a good thing to do. I wish more companies would do this. It's a cool feature. Why not have your indicator LED lights RGB as well? Why not, man? For those wondering, the LEDs on this keyboard are 100% addressable, so you can go into MSI software and customize the LED lighting per key, which is always cool. As for all the other cool things about the keyboard, if you press this key right here, the MSI logo key, which pretty much acts as the function key or the FN key, press the MSI key right here and press the LED button, we can quickly cycle between a bunch of different lighting effects. So here we have the overlap lighting effect. It's basically an RGB wheel, but at the same time there's a ripple effect stacked on top of it, so any key that you press is going to trigger a ripple effect throughout the entire keyboard. Moving on though, if you press it again, this is going to be a static effect, and if you want to quickly switch between different colors via the static LED lighting effect mode, press on the MSI key and then press on the different color mode right here. As for all the other lighting effects, we got spectrum cycle that can actually be sped up or slowed down in terms of the color cycling speed by pressing these buttons right here. So quickly changing the lighting effects on your keyboard, super easy, man. Lovely stuff here by MSI. Very easy to control, good lighting effects in general, good saturation, good brightness, no complaints on my end. Even in daytime, it's pretty bright in this room. The keyboard LEDs look very bright, at least in person. This keyboard does cost, I think, around £105 in most places. So for that price, would have been cool to see some kind of scroll wheel being integrated somewhere, or at least dedicated multimedia keys. But after all, this is kind of like a low profile keyboard. It's all like really compact, but the keys on here, they're octagonal. Like the keyboard, there's a lot of good things to say about it. Even though it doesn't have like multimedia keys that are dedicated, MSI luckily made it pretty easy to actually increase and decrease volume, play, pause, skip songs, all this via this FN key. So press here and then you can quickly play, pause, next track. So luckily the FN key is right next to all the multimedia keys that you'd be used to using. So it's not too hard to actually like use the multimedia keys. I've been using them via the FN key, it's been fine, but I do wish there would have been dedicated multimedia keys, as I listen to so much music, man. Apart from the multimedia keys, one more thing that I found was pretty cool. If you press the MSI button once again and you press F1, you're going to open up Afterburner. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to open up this time, but it definitely worked last time when I tried to use this thing, and Afterburner popped up. So if you want to quickly like overclock stuff or check what kind of overclock you're running on your graphics card, quickly adjust fan speed, any of that stuff, you have a very easy way to actually open up the Afterburner software. In conclusion, awesome keyboard by MSI right here. So many good things to say about it. Solid build quality, brushed metal top plate, octagonal keycaps, super low travel distance for all of the keys, pretty much perfect for games like CounterStrike, but the keyboard does offer a pretty nice typing experience overall as well. Absolutely mad RGB lighting. Even the LED indicator lights have a bunch of RGB, of course they do. Apart from like one or two features that I wish the keyboard had, that being the scroll wheel and maybe dedicated multimedia keys, this is a solid keyboard, man. If you're after one that's, low profile and all, this is probably one to consider. It's pretty decent for the price. I don't really know what else you would compare this against. It's kind of in its own range. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the MSI GK50 keyboard. Is this one you're going to be picking up for your setup? Let me know in the comment section down below. But apart from that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll have a link down below in the description, of course, to where you can buy this yourself on Amazon. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.